This is an emotional day for many of us here. I see some of my neighbors from San Francisco here, and as I spoke on the floor, I referenced, you can come up here now. If you wish, or you can sit.
We're about the same height.
We've been working together for a long time, so what passes for humor in the Senate side, not necessarily.
It took me 12 years to get her to laugh at my jokes.
He said plural. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about plural. But anyway, it is a happy day. As I said on the floor, and I had the picture of Phyllis and Dell, just two wonderful San Franciscans who were the first to be married in San Francisco when Mayor Gavin Newsom, then Mayor Gavin Newsom, instituted this in our city. And I also want to mention Jim Hormel, who was the chair of my campaign when I ran for Congress, and I officiated at his wedding. The three of them are shining down on us from heaven. Today, Congress sends the Respect for Marriage Act to the President's desk, a glorious triumph of love and freedom. Edith Windsor once said of marriage, for anybody who doesn't understand why we want it, we need it. It is magic, she said. It is magic. This legislation honors that match, protecting it from bigoted extremism, defending the inviolability of the same-sex and interracial marriages. The Respect for Marriage Act takes key steps to uphold marriage equality under federal law. This is what we're celebrating. Tearing down the Defense of Marriage, taking off the books for good. Enshrining married couples' right to equal protection, requiring that every state recognize all valid marriages out of state as long as it is recognized in the state of their marriage. The legislation reflects Democrats' belief in the dignity, beauty, and divinity of every person. And you may know the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell was one of my final, Chuck, I was saying this too, one of the final bills that I signed as Speaker the first time around, December 2010, was the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So you can just imagine how exciting it is at this point, at the end of this term as Speaker, to be signing the Respect for Marriage Act. And with that, I want to yield to our former colleague in the House, a champion on these issues. Remember when we did HOPWA, Housing Opportunity for People with AIDS?
Right.
With AIDS, so many years of service to the community, for our country, for freedom. Distinguished Leader of the Senate, Chuck Schumer.
No matter where she stands, her stature is always enormous. Wow, this is a great day. Now, for millions of Americans, today is a very good day, an important day, a day that's been a long time in coming. We are sending the Respect for Marriage Act to the President's desk. Today, the long but inexorable march towards greater equality takes a very important step forward. Because of our work together, the rights of millions of LGBTQ Americans will be strengthened under federal law. As I've said many times, the Respect for Marriage Act is deeply personal to many of us in the Congress, many of us here, and certainly to me. My wife and I are so proud that our daughter and her wife are expecting their first child, my third grandchild, in the new year. Today, Today, thanks to the tireless advocacy of many in this room, and the dogged work by many of my colleagues, my grandchild will live in a world that will respect and honor their mother's marriage. So yes, this is about millions of LGBTQ Americans in the country, but countless other lives of children and families will also be impacted as well. This legislation is a chance to send a message to Americans everywhere. No matter who you are, who you love, you too deserve dignity and equal treatment under the law. Under the law. That's about as an American ideal as it gets. I want to thank everyone from both chambers who shepherded this bill to the finish line. And of course, I thank Speaker Pelosi and Representative Cicilline and my good friend Jerry Nadler. On the Senate side, I want to thank once again Senators Sinema and Baldwin, as well as Collins and Tillis and Portman. Their work has been magnificent, and I'm so thankful they stayed the course, even when success seemed elusive. Pushing respect for marriage over the finish line required patience and persistence. Today, it's paying off. Most of all, thank you to the American people, the vast majority of whom have understood that the inexorable march towards equality is at the core of the American being. You made this bill possible, America. You made change happen, America. Because of you, the American people, we are taking one step closer to fulfilling our mission of a more perfect union. Thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.